What's up, folks? Hope you're ready for an astounding Earthbound Super Series race. My name is Rain. I'll be commentating for you tonight. Restreaming is IQ Unlimited. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to dive into this boogie as soon as these races are ready. I'm barely ready. I don't know if they're ready. Like D&J rocking that peanut butter. Bold color. Very underutilized. Possum going with the classic, the default. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this race. This race is going to be really, really good. These are two excellent runners. Had some excellent times in the Swiss rounds. Gonna see some fantastic earthbounding. Looks like we're off to the races. This is Boogey Percent. Boogey Percent is the first part of Earthbound. The run ends at 3 when you defeat the Boogie Tent. Earthbound Super Series is an annual race put on for runners to race against each other to try to get good boogie times. And we are in the final bracket stage, which means we're through the Swiss rounds. Each of these competitors, from this point on, will be in a single elimination bracket. The person who loses has to go home, and the one that wins advances on to see if they are the king, queen, or the emperor of Earthbound Boogie. Excited about these two runners. D&J and PebblePossum and myself are considered to be like the new class of Earthbound speedrunning that all three of us started within the last year. D&J started in April of 2023, started this year. Pretty incredible. They've already put up some incredible times, like a 106 boogie, a 419 80% they put up last night. They're a Katana Zero world record holder in various categories. They are no slouch. Extremely prevalent at speedrunning. And PebblePossum also started last year, started a little bit after I did, put up their first time in October of last year, 2022. They're always really hungry for finding out the math behind things. They're always digging deep into the details of the code. I love it. Answers a lot of questions that I've always wanted to ask. It's going to be a really, really solid race. Possums are often hungry. This first part of the run, not a lot to talk about. Both runners are going to be walking up the hill. Go talk to Pokey and come back down. There's some small, extremely small optimizations you can do that you can see on D&J's screen. Just gliding off of those angles. Try and move just a little bit faster. Go talk to Pokey and come back down and talk to Mom. First hill climb complete. Easiest one. Heading back down to Mom. This is like the one and only safe portion of Boogie. From here on out, the game will try to kill our runners at every turn. And it's up to them to avoid that. As best as they can. As best as they can. I think both runners already grabbed the correct bat. So it's really the only thing you need to do in this house. You can do it really at any time. Doing it early, just habit. Cruising past Tracy, heading down the stairs. Quality mashing happening. Top tier mashing. Only expect the best from these runners. Oh, you got the timer synced up? So good at this. We're all set. We talked to Mom. We got out of our jammies, put on real clothes. Time to walk out of the house. Start the run. For realsies. After we talk to Dad. Possum going behind the couch. DNJ going in front of the couch. Again, very, very small optimization if you can handle the not bonking on anything, sliding right and getting that phone without talking to King. Dog. See if both of them can actually exit. DNJ able to get out. Possum's got to go back in. No, DNJ took a crow! Took an early crow. Hope this goes pretty well. Crows are really fast and really, really lethal, and they can steal your bread roll if you picked it up. Can't run from them. They're one of the scripted fights of the game. You cannot run away. Oh, DJ's really getting it from this crow. Possum's be able to get through, though. Possum got a good spawn in the 100% plate. Able to get past that second crow. DNJ took a death! It's okay. Of all the deaths you can take, this isn't that bad. Isn't that bad. Possum's having a great hill. He'll just kind of scooch by all these spawns and get straight up. Yeah, they're going to be progressing straight into Picky there. .514 hill. Really good. DNJ, a little bit of time to make up. Definitely can do it. Gotta hope this hill is a little bit kinder. Hate those crows. Trying to start past that snake. Possum getting into Buzz's monologue about how you're the best kid that's ever done anything in the world, and you're gonna save everything. Got a little bit of a pokey pull as well. Nice job on that. Saved maybe a couple of frames, but the closer Pokey is to that meteorite, the faster this cutscene will go because Buzz has to float over him first. DNJ grabbing the rev roll on their way up. Trying to get past that dog. Possum finishing out the conversation. They're going to be coming back down. Have a mini high five along the way. .616 hill for DNJ. Again, a little bit of a setback. Not impossible to overcome. We'll even see how this Starman fight goes for Pebble before they're allowed to continue the run. They're picking up their bread roll now as DNJ gets into the monologue. Doing those tiny optimizations, going between the trees to glide off that little hill, angled hill there. Possum's been doing their homework. Starman fight 653. Very good time. Gonna go into an auto fight here. Starman has 3 attacks that it can do. Freeze, Fire A or Fire B. Can also be on guard. You're kind of just waiting to see if Buzz kills him. That's all he can really do. Fire B is the worst because it's the most text. Now the shields have to clear out before you can start to do damage again. Buzz charge, but that's okay. On track. DNJ starting to head down the hill as well to start their Starman fight. Typically you're looking for freezes at best, on guards when Buzz isn't attacking. I'm trying to get out with a 2-cycle. Oh, Buzz with the 41, letting us all down once again. That on guard is the culprit. Faster every time Buzz isn't attacking. If Buzz isn't attacking, it's just a waste. It's gonna kill your damage. DNJ starting their fight as Possum finishes. Right underneath 8 minutes for Possum. It's again, very good time. Very good hill. Good start. We're stuck on DNJ's side, en route. Got that big hundo. Possum's gonna go talk to Pokey's parents. DNJ getting an all-fire Starman as well. Pretty annoying. Oh, Buzz did a regular attack, was high enough to get through. DNJ's finally through at 45. About a 45-second difference at the moment. Again, extremely overcomable. Every part of this run can slow you down. We'll see if D&J can make that time up. Possum's now having their death conversation with Buzz Buzz. About to die, but still can squeak out about 400, 500 words in this essay. Ness, uncaringly listening, stealing the soundstone, rocking away. Doesn't shed a tear. It is morning and on it for Pebble. DJ stuck between the parents. Might have to do some maneuvering. Bails out. Goes under. Well done. Pebble's walking through potentially a zoo. Currently pretty clear. Hopefully it stays that way. No assassin snakes in any bushes. No, we're good. Walking straight on, gliding off that library and going up to get the Mr. Baseball cap. Ness has always wanted this hat from his dear friend, this random boy, so that he can sell it for 99 money. This was Ness's life goal this whole time. D&J finally out. Gonna start walking towards Onett. Hopefully they have it equally empty. The zoo. Possum's already equipped the helmet. I'm gonna take out some money and start equipping the rest of their gear. They're looking for a T-ball bat, cheap bracelet, and they're gonna buy a different hat because the defense slash is not that bad. If you sell off the helmet, you still get the cheap bracelet, which gives you just enough defense to get through these first fights. D&J getting a lot of friends on the way to the libraries. They're gonna try to step past the snake. Ooh, it's tight. And they managed to do it. Nicely done. Pebble heading down to the arcade to beat up some punks. Let's see what they do. They've been talking a lot about skipping first pogo. Yeah, they're going straight for that first pogo this time. That's smart. First pogo is good. Gives you some experience. Gives you some hamburger if you can get through it. A charge is a little scary. Pebble's smartly eating that bread roll. That's the second charge, though. One more hit should do it. Pretty brutal punk, but they got through it. DJ starting their shopping trip. Pebble down a life up and a bread roll, so they're going to opt to get the canned trash juice early. Smart move again. Try to get through these next two punks without wasting too many healing resources. Because you're going to need some for Frank and Frankenstein. Uh-oh. D&J had a little bit of a miss menu, but they're able to clear it out by grabbing some more cash. Not a big deal. Possum to the second punk fight. Got some bergs for healing, but still got to get through this yes man. Alright, two good swings and we're through. We're on to Frank. Uh-oh. D&J getting a whole bunch of spawns just popping out. Able to avoid them deftly by snatching on that tree while Possum starts this Frank fight. Typically, you want to be at full health every single time that you fight Frank. He will either talk nasty to you or hit you big and hit you small. And anytime he hits you, you want to heal. So any 2 hits will take you out. Can never rely on the nasty talk. D&J got through that punk pretty easily. Possum trying to handle this Frank fight. Not too bad. Plenty of dirty talking happening. They're through it. Good amount of health. And 5 PP coming back, going into that Frankenstein fight. D&J on second punk. More hit. Good to go. Frankenstein can do 2 things. It always happens in between rounds, so it'll attack, then steam up, then attack again. It can tear, which will do 30-ish damage, or just punch you. Stay anywhere between 15 and 20. All these off turns are good for healing between. Gives you plenty of time to get some bashes in. D&J through that yes man. Finally entering their Frank fight. This Possum is about to clear it out, I think. One more hit. Should do it. There it is. Nicely done. All the way through all the punks and Frankie Frankenstein. In 14 minutes, Possum's gonna keep this lead. See if D&J can get a lucky smash or two. Maybe just get through this. They have good offense. They're doing pretty high hits to Frank, which is what you always want to see. They are going into the Bergs, though. More hit. There you go. Onto Robot for D&J. Possum's gonna go get a key from Butthole Perkle. Mayor Bonette. Again, these high hits are gonna help. Doing pretty decent damage to this robot. Decides to go for the kill on the first swing. Very smart. Terra comes right through afterwards. They're keeping the auto. No, they dropped it. They dropped it. They dropped it to go for the hamburger. Just in case it does another tear into you. Should be able to get through this just fine. There it is. Both runners now through punks. Possum managed to keep that 40-ish, 50-ish second lead. Very well done. Got the Frank heal. Got the key. Might do a little bit of burger shopping. Might do the forbidden strats of not buying any hamburgers. Being bold. Now they're buying hamburgers. If you use no hamburgers you can afford and can hold 5 more burgers. Any burger that you did use, you can replace that too if you want. Typically for Boogey Percent races, for Marathon Boogey Percent, runners like to buy full burgers because it helps immensely to get through this next gauntlet of bosses between Titanic Ant and the cops right afterwards. You might see burgerless strats in some of the riskier PB attempts for Boogey, but not here. Unless the runner really wants to go for the risk. D&J getting their key from Butthole Perkle. Avoiding any responsibility, as all good mayors do. Possum heading up, gonna start their slug grind. Look at the inventory, I love that. All the equipment right up next to each other, it's gonna be really nice later. Possum and D&J will eventually be looking for 22 slugs. Looking for 22 slugs to grind through. This will get you to level 8. Where we'll learn PK Rockin', or whatever you named it, PK your favorite thing. This is primary attack for basically the rest of the run, and is the #1 way that we're planning to get through Titanic Ant, the cops, Carpenter, every boss. Possum going for the interesting, the older strat here. They're going to be hopefully trying to squash these slugs, instead of just going for the more common strat of getting a mouse stuck later in the tunnel here. Requires a really specific setup. If there are slugs on the second floor, as you can see above you, and slugs in this first spawn plate on that first floor, the game will allow you to do auto fights every time you walk into each of them. And because Ness is so strong, and the auto fight considers that you will instantly win. It's a universal mechanic for Earthbound. Makes all these fights so much cleaner. It might seem slower because of the amount of text that pops up, but Ness can't miss, slugs can't attack you, nothing can go wrong, and you get a chance for bombs to drop on every single slug you fight. It's a 1 in 128 drop. D&J going for the more common strat. Gonna try to walk towards the end of this tunnel. Get a mouse stuck in that cave cliff right there, which they are doing right now. And then going to walk over these 2 stones to respawn packs of slugs until they reach 16, 20. Then they can decide how they want to collect the rest. Possum is doing a great job at this single squash strat. I really love seeing this. I did not know that this was a thing until I saw Hunter do it. And it lit my brain on fire. Clearly did the same for Possum, as they are taking full advantage of it. Again, requires a really specific setup that you can't really rely on, but when it does happen, whoo boy does it happen. Possum's also getting, yeah, just really quick slugs on top of the squish strat. They're going to be able to grind through all these slugs and walk up pretty fast. D&J taking their first pack, I think. How the damage they're doing, that might be second pack. DJ getting some pretty good spawns as well. They're not single squishers, but they are coming. I think those last squishes put Possum at 16 or 20. So they are very close to being finished. They'll start their final ascent soon. Oh, if they can step around this mouse. No, the lag. There's just too many enemies on the screen to try and stutter around them. Especially because of the strat, the way it works. We got caught with the lag on that mouse there. D&J already moving up. Looks like they're going for the second floor 4. Also getting snuck by that mouse. These mice. They are assassins tonight, stabbing everyone in the back. Second floor can be more than just slugs and mice. Black antoids will start to appear. Anytime you see 1 or 2 black dots, probably not a slug, most likely a black antoid. Something you want to avoid, like the plague. But if you can get a quick 4-pack, it's typically a little faster to do this. Because you're already here, you're already on your way up. You have to do less stuttering. How much of a detriment is the mouse if they're already level grinding anyway? It's just a slower kill. Yeah, it takes 2 hits. They can smash you, which is annoying. And that will require sometimes a little bit more healing than you want to do. For all things considered, if you get to 20 naturally on either of the other methods of grinding up slugs, a lot of runners just like to take 2 mice afterwards instead of risking it for any black antoids or additionally extra slugs. Possum getting snuck up on by those slugs. Just a single one. So they should be able to get through this pretty quick. 51. That slug's gonna regret walking up. Possum gave him the business. Trying to stutter around these 2 mice now. D&J continues their slug grind. Nice stutter, splitting the difference between those 2. I think D&J's looking for a 6-pack now. Or they might just keep trying to spawn 4-packs on the second floor. Possum is completely finished. They're going to be heading towards setting it. If they can step on us, these. No! I hope this is not a black antoid. It is! It's 2! Alright, so this is rough. Black antoids will hit you pretty hard, especially on a surprise. Possum can't get out of this. They outsped with the life up. Very good. But these antoids can call for help. They can life each other up. They just take forever. Smartly, Possum's going to use the rocket to get through it. DJ managed to get another pack. And now they're level 8. Offense up by 5. Extremely good. That's very important. If your offense goes up more than 3, typically, on level 8, that means you'll be above 24 offense, with D&J's checking right now. If you're above 24 offense, you can solo single kill any black antoids, which will make your walk to Titanic Ant just a little bit easier. If you get 1 antoid in your way, you don't have to start past, you can walk up to it and kill it. Possum's doing the same thing right now. Much, much faster, much more safe, especially if you get those door spawns when you don't even have a chance. Possum additionally grabbing that burger. Walking into Ant with full burgs. Gonna take another easy fight, instant clear. And they're heading up. 23.5 minutes on their slug grind. Very fast, really, really good time. Let's hope this ant goes well, though. Titanic Ant. The killer of runs. Starts with the shield, and they put it on themselves, which is the worst possible scenario. 60 damage on the first rockin' for Possum. DNJ's trying to get up there themselves. 84 in the second. They're looking at 140. To take again has 235 HP. With a shield, it's going to take a little bit to bash that down. Possum's going to heal on every hit. Try and... Ooh, that's going to steal your life up too. Try and get through this big pool of health. DNJ's first rocket hit 77. It's pretty good, right on average. Possum just trying to heal through it. Magnet, no! Only 3, okay. DNJ able to keep the second rocket. Possum trying to bash down that shield. In between these hamburgers. DNJ getting real low health, but they get the smash! Oh my goodness, and they take the lead off of it! What an incredible decision. So bold. Outrageous. Both runners are going to touch the Giants' footprint. DNJ maybe up by 2-3 seconds. Off of that incredible smash. Possum making a more traditional, more average ant, just bashing it down, eating those burgers. They have a couple less burgers for cops, but still enough, most likely. Also, they walked into that with 1 HP. Nearly died. My goodness. This is tense already. This is it. You can be up by a whole minute, and Boogey will change that for you. They'll clean up all those situations right away. Anything can happen. DNJ got a green swirl on those ants trying to get out, but they managed to run away. They grabbed their burger on the way out. Possum already grabbed it, so heading right down to cops, retaking the lead by just a little bit. Plenty of sections to go through. There's plenty of time to make up, and there's plenty of ways that Boogey can unleash its knives and stab you. There are so many ways that this particular run can go wrong. It's all about the small stuff. More often than the big stuff. Majority picked DNJ in the brackets to win. In the pick'em brackets, we all picked, did like an NCAA prediction brackets for each of the runners in each of the races. But it was not unanimous. We have some Possum believers, and they might make it come true. Possum maybe 15-30 seconds ahead, maximum. DNJ starting to walk down to the cops as well. Neither runner's opting to get any more burgers. They're just going to go for it. At this point, you have to fight 4 cops. Onet's finest, ending in Captain Strong. Cops can do 1 of 2 things: big hit or small hit. Slightly more confident to do small hit. It feels like you get big hit more often. All the cops also have a chance to drop a burger, which would be nice. Some good smash on that. Very, very useful to get that. And you want to try to keep 20 PP for Captain Strong's and not knock him out with rockets. But depending on how much you have to heal and how many burgers you have left, will really determine whether or not this is even possible. DNJ through their first cop. Possum eating a burger, getting a dodge on that crushing chop. Full health going to cop number 3. Very good situation. They got the level up too. Both runners just cruising through these cops. Pretty easy fight so far. Nothing horrible or insane happening just yet. You never want to count them out. Possum working on the way up to cop number 4. DNJ reaching number 3. Possum still has 30 PP. They might go for the rockin' strat. They are. You can use rockin' on your 4th cop if you have not used any PP up to that point through luck or burgers. They managed to do it, get a 1-round kill. That rockin' can swing low, which is very, very upsetting. Cops have about 75 HP. They managed to get through it. They're on to Captain Strong already. DNJ munching some burgers, trying to get to this cop. they do as well. Maybe they'll do for the fourth cop rockin' as well. It'd be pretty neat to watch. Possum opening up right with a rockin'. Captain Strong with the grapple. See if this works. Little bit of health left. Boy, they did it. Possum with that risky bash at the end, but they got through with 5 HP. It's going to be a fearsome walk to Tucson, but they have a 28-ish Onet. Very, very strong. High 28 Onet. Very good time. D&J starting their strong fight. Strong starting with the guard. That's what you love to see, as long as he's not grappling you. Anything else, really? First for 47, very low rockin'. Second rock is gonna have to swing pretty high. Clear out this strong. 71's not enough. They're gonna have to do maybe 1-2 hits. Their offense is pretty high. Okay, they got it. D&J through 29-43. Oh, net again. Underneath 30 minutes is what we're looking for. Strong, strong time. 28-56 to 29-42. Looking at about a 40-second delta between these two racers. After that incredibly close Titanic Ant, Possum has managed to take the lead back. They're trying to avoid some mushrooms here on the walk to Tucson. They managed to get through. Although that 1 HP, ooh, that 1 HP is scaring me. D&J saying hi to the prisoners before they continue onward. They'll be heading down to Tucson as well. Possum right now is setting up a death warp. They're going to be taking out pretty much all their money. Then calling Dad to save. And then using this point later on to get back to Tucson really, really fast with their new dead friend. D&J managed to walk through that southern Onet portion with less shrooms on the way. They'll be heading to the department store as well. Possum grinding along that river. Again, these small movement optimizations, these are what really get you. Save time over the course of a run. Anything you can glide off of makes you just a little faster. Those race lines will win it for you. Especially in a race this tight. D&J taking out all their money, calling Dad, saying what's up, hey. In about 20 minutes I'm gonna have a friend. They're dead, don't worry about it. See you soon. Possum paying Apple Kid in both food and money. On their way to do the pencil eraser check. D&J also feeding Apple Kid with cash and cash in the way of burgers. Get on towards their pencil eraser check. Possum entering what we lovingly call Fart Cave because it stinks. Anytime you see any enemies in that first cave, you just gotta walk right on out. Second cave, you might be able to despawn them. Depends on the range. And there's nothing you can do about this. This is just a waste of your time. Just gotta hope that the game agrees and be able to walk through it. Which they finally can. They finally are able to get through it. A hippie coming after D&J, blocked by a tree. Taking weird pictures from a bush. Scooping up and around that mushroom. Mushrooms have a really tight aggro radius. It's basically just a little circle around them, so you can pretty easily avoid them if you have the room. Possum getting a very clear pencil eraser check so far. That Sprout's in the way, but they can easily despawn that. I think they already got the check as well. Yeah, they don't even need to go any further. They already got the check. Hitting that third blooper grass and coming back down. D&J trying to despawn that Sprout, but it's just too close. These fart caves are smelling it up. Still the same spot. Same spot. Both runners trying the high five desperately. Fart Cave says no. Still too close. It's too close. Yeah, it's too close by just the seam. Possum high fives D&J on their way out. What a fart cave this is. Of all the fart caves, this is the smelliest. The possum getting a mushroom party right outside the cave door. You're able to get through it. Wait, they're going for that. Ooh, too close to those enemies. Very smart. They could have grabbed that butterfly to make things a little bit safer. You're gonna grab two along the way throughout Peaceful Rest Valley. But as it swooped up towards that mushroom and sprout, they said no way. D&J managed to get their check. Also pretty clean. Pretty clear. No UFOs. Come on back. See if Far Cave's any more agreeable. Possum doing the early skip sandwich by... Gonna buy one or two. Just one. This is interesting. Possum's doing this. They bought one skip sandwich before getting the pencil eraser because now, based on their inventory, the pencil eraser will be on the bottom left column, which means only one cursor movement. Again, this sounds extremely specific. These kinds of optimizations will save you time over the run, especially in runs this close. It can make the difference. Possum smartly employing those tactics as D&J heads back, try and get their pencil eraser. What a tight race this is. I'm having a great time. It's so fun. Excited to be in the class of Earthbound Runners 2023 with these two extremely talented individuals. D&J skipped the skip sandos. I wonder if they're gonna buy them afterwards. Possum getting through Fart Cave, not being blocked this time. They spelled every fart there is. D&J skipping skip sandos entirely. Interesting. Not interested in the skip sandos. Not even one. Going on a low-carb diet. And scooting on back to Fart Cave. Hopefully, again, it's a little bit nicer this time around. Possum getting through the pencil eraser. Pencil with the pencil eraser. Starting Peaceful Rest Valley. Very tight, very difficult series of pinch points that you can get caught between spawns. That diamond is one of them. Possum's going to be employing some really tight movement here, trying to make sure that they never get into a situation where they cannot despawn left to the right, so they can continue on through PRV. However, again, this is one of those sections that can keep these runners from having the lead. D&J could easily catch up here if any fights happen, if any pinches happen. Possum has to make any weird movements or weird decisions based on what happens to them. We'll get through that first bend. They can touch this wall and maybe despawn that diamond. No, it's still too close. Diamonds have really erratic movements, so sometimes it'll move down. Maybe you can get around it. D&J opting not to fight that UFO. Gives it the space. They're doing a little stutter. I think they felt some lag. They felt some lag and they felt it coming. Just immediately turned around. Smart way to check before you can see if there's anything in front of you. And now the runners are pretty much tied again just because of this spawn point. PRV, the great equalizer. D&J now taking the lead, being able to scoop past that tree, hiding behind the other tree. They can't get that butterfly. They might have to grab two on the next spawn point coming up. Possum finally through that little bend. And they'll be grabbing the butterfly as well. D&J grabbing the butterfly here. I think they need one more. I'm not sure. Possum, ooh! What are you gonna do? They just take the fight. They just take the fight. There's nothing you could have done. I agree. I think they were considering using the skip sandwich, and it would have been a waste because you still get caught. They could easily rock in their way through this and then grab more butterflies on the path ahead. But this is time. Astonishingly, the rocket worked on the UFO, but didn't work on the robo. That usually is the other way around. One more rocket, or you're just gonna bash it out. Oh, they're trying to bash it out. Getting pretty low in health, though. Robo's dodging. D&J taking a fight right before the cave. This will even it up. Possibly get through this Robo. They are dodging and dipping. D&J also taking a cold. It's flu season in PRV. They're going for the Rockin'. Again, typically UFOs dodge Rockins because their speed is so high. But both Rockins from both runners managed to hit these UFOs. Possum finally through that fight, trying to work their way back up. They're going to have to grab some butterflies to heal up, get rid of that cold, restore their psychic points before fighting basically everybody in Happy Valley. Happy Village. Peaceful Rest Valley. D&J might Airbnb it from here. They might go for the inn. Do you think so? They have the time now. They're a little bit ahead of Possum. They don't have the stats. Just go straight into that Carpenter fight. You're right. They are going to go down. Spend the 50 bucks. Take a quick snooze at the Blue Inn. Try to get their stuff back that way. Smart, I think, rather than trying to spawn more butterflies. Be stuck in PRV even longer. Possum, although, can maybe use this as a chance to catch up. They're past the butterfly plate? Yeah, no point in going back. No point in going back. Too much risk. They got the money too, especially because they didn't buy any skip sandwiches. They can spend this extra money. Possum starting their buy, getting the Sandlot bat and the Holmes hat. Leaves you with just enough money to save Paula after you die. And that sweet 200. D&J stealing some eggs and some bananas. I like that strat a lot. Bananas heal for a little bit over 20, 25, 26 health, which is just enough to save you from dying to Carpenter, but not too much so that it makes Mole even harder. Possum getting blocked. Oh, they almost initial D'd right around those crows, but they're getting blocked in that door. They gotta take a quick fight. Not a problem. That's just so strong at this point to be able to bash through it pretty quick. D&J. No crows blocking. Maybe? Alright, they got through it. No crows blocking them. Which once again changes the lead. D&J maybe a couple of seconds ahead of Possum. No equipment though. No equipment though? No equipment though. D&J gonna do hatless, batless Carpenter? Is the risks just piling up for D&J? I love it. It's bold strats. Sculptors are gonna hurt. We're hoping for big rockins and no joiners. Especially for D&J. There's a third joiner! Oh no! Hope the D&J swings high in these damage rolls. Not enough to one-shot any of the cultists yet. No, they're gonna have to fight all three! Let's see what Possum does. 70, 62. They're also gonna probably throw out another rockin'. D&J threw that reasonably scary shack fight. Suspect is hatless. Police, arrest this runner. Thankfully, if you do get a joiner, especially if you have any extra experience from any of the slug grinds, any fights up to this point, you probably get that PP back, which will make it a little easier for Carpenter. You don't have to roll in with just one or maybe no rockins. But it's really going to come down to how this next cultist compound fight goes. That's right, I'm coining it. I call it the compound fight when I'm doing it in my head. And spreading that all to you. You have shack fight, you have Carpenter fight, you have compound fight. Think about it. D&J got some PP back because of that joiner, which does make that fight a little less suspect without Hat and Bat. Although again, they're gonna have to get through this. Typically you just bash this one out. They might rockin' it. They do rockin' it. Call for help, but no one came. 78, high enough, should be able to bash through. And they do. This no hat back gambit paying off for D&J. Typically, Carpenter, you're kind of hoping he just shocks himself to death anyway. That hat and that bat, if you have enough healing items, don't really account for anything. But we've seen some pretty awful Carpenters on this series throughout EVSS, so who knows? Maybe they'll have a really long one with absolutely no reflects. Pebble finally getting through that cultist with a smash. Pretty good HP, 20 PP. That's how these Carpenters go. Crash, boom, bang. One reflect for D&J. Only one. Rocking on the life up turn. Carpenter does the same actions in the same order each time. He will do a lightning attack, then a PP move, it's either life up or shield, then he will hit you, then he will do a lightning attack, and repeat on and on and on until one of you is dead. Another big reflect from D&J. And they got through it! They got through with hat, no hat bat! It's gonna be a big swing for time. Awesome, no reflex in the first round, but a smash. Got two rockins, should just be able to do it. Do both back to back and get out of it, even with the life up. Pretty high rockins. One more reflect will do it. This should probably be it. He's dead. He's dead. Absolutely. Possum through the carpenter fight. DJ thinking a lot about that key. Maybe the stream is frozen. Not sure. Okay, they're moving on. Possum electing to skip the skip Sando. They did not use it in PRV, so they still have one. They'll be using that. I'm sorry. D&J skipped the skip Sando. Possum grabbed it. Both runners through some pretty scary portions of this race. There's going to be a series of cutscenes now. We're going to hope that Mole cooperates, and then it's going to come down to winners, I think. It's going to come down to winners to see which one of these two fine individuals makes it through. It's been an incredible race. D&J has taken a lot of really spotty risks, but they've all paid off back to back, possibly doing the more safe, responsible routes, confident routes. Managing to keep it up. Gonna come down to whether or not Bubble Monkey's a big meanie, doesn't it always? Possum dropping their equipment before grabbing Paul. D&J grab Paula. Drop the teddy bear. Walking left, do not pickle. No photos here. Send the paparazzi home. Both runners have pretty decent health. This mole really gonna need a good one for both runners to get through this pretty quickly. It's gonna take more than one hit for these Nesses to go down. Do not pickle is what it says on my driver's license. Good advice. Okay, scratch onto Ness first for D&J. Kill on Paula, very, very good, actually. Possum's mole not cooperating nearly as much. D&J's mole, extremely cooperative, very bloodthirsty. Everyone thank the mole. Thank you, mole. Very kind of you, mole. Thank you, mole. Possum's mole just wants to have a conversation. Just wants to talk about capitalism. Needs to see the ATM card a couple more times. Finally, a smack on Ness. And a death that'll be... No, they got saved! No! Oh, no! Alright, Paula's down. And finally, Ness is down. That was a pretty rough mole. No thank you, mole. No one thanked that mole. The duality of mole. This mole only tells slashes, and this mole only sees ATM cards. D&J walking over to check out Paula's dad, third worst dad in the series. And Donuts, strongly first worst dad. That's not true. Pokey's dad's the worst dad. And Donuts is number 2. Just gonna do some conversations now. We're getting the backstage pass for the Runway 5 show. Checking in with Paul's dad so we can get a wad of money from a gangster in a park, as you do as a kid. Typical childhood activities. Not the worst mole we've seen, definitely not. We've seen some pretty terrible moles in this series. We've seen some pretty terrible every fights in this series at this point. The runners have run the gamut of extremely lucky and extremely unlucky. And that's Boogey. That's what the category is. It's gonna go one way or the other, and all you can do is deal with it. D&J got their wad of bills. Gonna be heading up to the theater. Possum heading over for their wad of bills. Again, very close. Anything can happen between these two runners. It is not over yet. Nothing has been decided. D&J going for right theater. Gonna grind along that wall and head right in, avoid another pickle. Gonna swoop up, show the pass, and get into a Runway 5 show. We're gonna have double concerts. That's the closest race is. Don't think we've gotten a cultist F at the shack fight in the tourney yet? Not yet. I've definitely felt like I've gotten some cultist F and cultist U's at the, in my runs for sure. Only one joiner for both of these races at the very least, which is nice. Possum going for left theater. Oh, pretty tight, and they got it. They got it. It was close. Yeah, almost got pickled. D&J starting their show. Possum starting the show right after. Excuse me. This Runaway 5 show just got me all choked up. You take this time to plug the Discord. You can join us in the Earthbound Super Series and in Boogey Runs. Boogey Runs, 90% runs. We have a great community of people who teach you how to do the speed run. Check out the Discord. I joined it last year and I'm having a great time. These two people you're seeing right now slay this run, started with them last year. The folks are wonderful, they're kind, they're helpful. They'll give you all the resources you need to beat up tents. Check it out. If you have any interest in earning Earthbound, this is a great run to learn it on. Are we bug bubbling? This is a bug bubble show. D&J finished. They're done watching shows. They're gonna move their way on to 3, the last town. The Nets will be entering this run. Just gotta pay off the debt for these fine gentlemen. Almost bus time for D&J. Everyone hit me with the bus. Bus. Buy the house bus. Whoa. D&J taking right bus. Very smooth. They're on the bus 3. Possum again, not too far behind. Maybe 20, 30 seconds. Maybe they'll be getting on their bus and heading into 3 as well. Still so many opportunities to make up time and lose time right up to that Boogey fight until Boogey Tent is dead and you have clicked the trash can. That is the only time that you are safe. Is there a buy the house speedrun? Homeowner percent. Homeowner percent is not official, but it's real. It's real. Grind up a whole bunch of eggs and sell them as chickens. Both runners now on the bus. Best track in the game. Okay, home 100%. I'm not official either. It's still real to me. I've never done home 100%. I don't think I will. I think it's not real to me. One quick thing to do now that you're in 3, both runners are gonna have to walk through the graveyard, take a quick peek at some zombies, and come back down. Hoping for a clean graveyard. Not a lot you can do about it. There's one spawn trigger skip that we'll probably see both runners do near the end. But walking in, you might get into some fights with flies and trash cans. So D&J actually getting a pretty clean graveyard. And they are doing the movement skip. They're walking around those 2 graves to try and despawn those flies at the top. Still got some flies anyway. That's just how it's just how Earthbound works sometimes. This might give Possum some time to catch up. If they have a slightly cleaner graveyard. D&J still trying to despawn these flies. Finally got it. Gonna go take a quick peek at these zombos. Peek. And head back down to see the shady lady. Possum opting to use that skip Sando smart. Trying to get away from those flies. Oh no! DJ had a stealthy tree fly. Sneak up on them. Not a hard fight. Freeze and pretty much be done with it. Even if you die at this point, you can still talk to the shady lady as long as you've seen those zombies. But the time, though, the time! Is this where Possum catches up again because of these level ups? They do. They're technically in the lead. Those level ups might come later for them during the Boogie Tent fight, which DNJ will now skip. But at the moment, Possum's gonna take a little bit of a lead. Talking to that shady lady. They get taking a quick trip to a nearby grave. DNJ is gonna follow him. Chat currently talking about homeowner percent. Learn Boogie first. Learn Boogie. Maybe learn any percent glitchless. Maybe learn any percent the manipulated version. Then do homeowner percent. I feel like that's the kind of category you gotta really love Earthbound to do. And we are heading to Winters to meet our third friend. Possum first. DNJ second, but not too far behind. Do a quick ad break during this cutscene. Not a lot happening here anyway. You won't miss much. You'll see in a minute. Lug's done the research on homeowner percent. They've done they've crunched the numbers. She knows how to get the lowest interest rate. When you rat out Airbnb percent, you look at homeowner. My goodness. Possum talking to Maxwell, the waster of time, the ruiner of runs, big old jerk. He's like, hey, use this thing that I know will not work for you in that other room. Drop the spray can. You keep it in the 80% run because it gives you a bunch of cash for bottle rockets. Sometimes you keep it in the Boogie Cent run. Just in case you died at Boogie, it's a nice way to get your money back. But if you drop it, you do not fix it in the tent, you save yourself about 6 seconds. Maxwell's like, oh wow, did that thing that I knew wouldn't work not work? Oh wow, so surprising. Here, have a thing that does work. Thanks, Maxwell, for nothing. Jerk. Possum looting the lockers, getting their stuff. Stealing from the other kids at the orphanage. Or it's not an orphanage, it's a boarding school. It's not an orphanage. That key didn't work, did it? Jerk. And now we find the final boss of the run, Bubble Monkey. True villain. Exists only to ruin runs and waste time. Possum starts their descent to the depths of Winters. Big old goat, gonna have to despawn that. Go left to do so. There's a crow, but they're able to easily dodge it, get past that goat. Nicely done. No safety dog for them, though. Always a bummer you don't see one. DNJ gets a crow. No goats on their side. They're just gonna try to swing under it. They do. Orange Kid and Maxwell are related? Is it because they both give you something that doesn't work? Is it because they both waste a ton of your time with a lot of text about an invention? Oh, the unassuming local guy. Maybe that's just Maxwell on vacation. Alright, y'all. Raise your tessies. It's time for the double test. Most majestic creature in all video games. Is there anything more calming, more serene than the double test? I ask you. Kirk with a big 10 sub bomb. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Double Tessie, all the gifts. Good 10 subs for this incredibly close race. I think they're within 10 seconds of each other. 5 subs per test. Possum going for proto. No, that. Electing not to go for proto skip. They're just gonna fight it. This first proto could be deadly. Dodge that first attack too. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about the bread roll. Or the egg, rather, the boiled egg. And they called it Joiner, of course. Possum getting the true screws on this first fight. D&J managed to hit, but took a hit themselves. Are they going to boiled egg? They're going to. And they got a Joiner, of course! Possum's just trying to defend till turn 5. They're going to try to run away. Each turn that passes gives you a little bit more chance to run. And they got it! Wow, that's fast. It was really fast for Possum, thankfully. They're through that fight forever now, no matter what, even if they die in these next fights. They'll be able to get past that particular protoplasm. Although D&J's getting pretty close to a death here. They've already eaten their boiled egg. Still trying to defend it out. One more hit. Is it gonna kill him? No! Possum deep in that second duck fight, although, again, because D&J wasn't able to run or kill that protoplasm, they're going to have to fight it again. This is going to be a big setback. Not impossible to overcome, but it is not good, especially this late in the run. They're going straight into it again. See if Possum gets that second proto skip. They're getting the croissant first. Very smart. They're low on healing items and low on health. D&J getting some pretty good hits on the second round of this protoplasm here. Bubble Monkey ruined Possum's second proto skip. DJ threw it. Threw first proto. That Bubble Monkey sticking out its big bubble butt. Getting beat up by proto. DJ trying to set up this duck skip. It's in pretty good position. They might be able to do it. Moving, needs to move a little bit more left. They just decided to go for it. Can't spend any more time. Possum through Brick Road. It's going to come down to Pond Cave for these two runners, especially with seeing if either can handle the stutters at the first cave or just try to despawn it. All of these decisions from this point, we're going to determine how quickly they make it through and how much of a lead they can potentially keep or overtake. Possum getting a pretty good first chamber, trying to step past this mouse. And they get red scrolled for their troubles. Giving D&J a little bit of a chance. They will not die to this no matter what. Even in all the smashes in the world. Their Jeff is pretty high level, so they'll be able to get through it with 2 hits. D&J getting that croissant. Going for second proto skip. They're going to need this one. Bubble Monkey! Possum able to get through that last chamber. If they can get past this mouse, the mouse is getting closer and closer. Bubble Monkey! Oh, okay. Pretty clean. Second room. Mushrooms start to appear now, so you might just get locked behind some bad RNG. Possum's going to have to despawn this slug and mouse. Maybe they take it. Green Swirl. That's nice. D&J's hot on their heels. They're heading out of Brick Road and into Pond Cave. Possum's had some pretty good pond caves, although this last one, there's nothing you can do. It's entirely RNG whether or not mushrooms will be in your way. And if they are, you have to just walk right on out. Every door is 6 seconds. Each of these, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait and hope the game lets you through. Jay making it through that first chamber, making it through the second. Gonna try and step this mouse. Possum's still stuck at that door, those mushrooms. Jay gonna try to split the difference between these enemies here. Can easily do it. They're very good at stuttering. And they're booking it. They're coming straight for Possum's time. Although Possum made it through, finally through all those mushrooms at that door. Starting the bubble ascent. Janky green, the janky green swirl. D&J knows they're behind. They know they have to make it some time. They're trying to step past this slug. Little risky because they don't know what's in that third chamber, but it looks clear, and they made it. Now we're hoping for less door despawns for D&J, so they can catch some time here. Pretty clean. Sec room empty as well. They're catching up. Neither runner has grabbed the bottle rocket, which may change the final fight of the run against Boogey Tent. May be a difference maker. Possum's going to take a quick walk down to the Skyrunner. They're in the clear as far as enemies go at this point. D&J also through. Maybe 30 seconds behind. Maybe. Probably less. So tight. 27 seconds. I am on the edge of every seat that I own in my house. I collected them all behind me. I'm just sitting on all of them, just by the inch. 105.45 Possum Skyrunner. I own one seat. I wish I owned more of the seat. I'm only on the edge. I'm leasing it. The rest of it goes to a summer timeshare. It's a very bad deal. 106.15 Skyrunner for D&J. 30 seconds behind. Mid-fight Paul Death could decide it for sure. Less kids leveling up could do it. A low BBR roll for either runner could do it. A really bad situation where Jeff dies before he gets to fire his bottle rocket could do it. Spawn before Boogey Tent could do it. There are so many things that could do it. Remember, D&J has a little bit of more time spent because Paula did level up just a little bit, which Possum's going to have to make up for. It might come down to mashing text. It could be anything at this point. Possum does have the lead. And based on the Pick'em's percent bracket, that would be an upset. Such a close race. Don't think D&J grabbed the skip. They did not. Pebble did, but they used it. I'm not sure if they still have another one. They bought one at Tucson, and they did grab the one in the Cultist compound. And they did use one. That could make the difference. Many things. So many small things. From this point, could be the difference between a win and a loss. And whichever runner loses this particular race will not be advancing in the tournament. Baiting bear strat, safety bear. Is it worth the time? Is it worth the time? It'll block Jeff from dying, but don't you want a kid to die? There's less levels. Awesome first to land. And D&J crash landing as Possum takes off out of that cave. Awesome. No spawns at the top of that bridge. They are skipping Safety Bear. See if that pays off for them. They know it's tight, though. They know it's tight. They know they don't have any chance. They do have a skip sandwich. Skipping right to that tent. Gonna walk on down. Hope to avoid any extra enemies. Pumpkin Kid swooping right around. No dogs. Dogs behind the tree. Or it's fine. We're in the fight. It's gonna come down to BBRs, y'all. Defend BBR. You got Jeff on that first freeze. Yellow green light doesn't matter, doesn't do anything. BBR for 360, little low. Can rock in this out though. And they did grab the bottle rocket. They had the bottle rocket. Flash. Okay, no confusion. 83. This should do it. No, not dead yet. DJ's firing off their bottle rocket. Did the fire to have a little bit of extra guarantee here. 481, not enough. Doing a second fire. Possums through the fight. And Boogey 10 down for D&J. Is the level difference from the graveyard gonna make it? Is there enough level up time difference between these two? We're gonna see. How fast can you mash? I legitimately don't know who's gonna win. Y'all, I'm dying. GG's to both runners. First things first. GG's to a great run on both sides. But who's gonna take it? They're both in the Jeff levels now. D&J finished first! D&J wins! By 1 second! Y'all, I'm gonna curse. I promised Slug I wouldn't curse, but I'm gonna do it. This race is incredible! 1 second difference between the two! What the F? Holy S! This is a lot! Oh my goodness, what an incredible race! My goodness. .6 seconds apart, and it was entirely down to the pollen level up in the graveyard. The win is on the first letter. The win is on the first letter of your first kid takes it. D&D technically didn't progress to that point. I'm not a judge. I'm not gonna make this decision. I'm just going off of timers. They have talked a second time? Okay. They're on the second text? Okay, alright. They overmatched on trash can. I see. Okay, so they just looked at it again. I see. It's gonna say it's empty now. Oh, y'all, what a race. Unbelievable. Unbelievably close. Congratulations to both runners for, I think, possibly the tightest and most exciting race that I am ever going to see, especially in this Super Series. My goodness. My goodness. Woo! Every single decision that both these runners made that difference. This was my first commentary, yes. This is my first commentary. I think I peaked. I've peaked on commentating races. It's never gonna be more exciting than this. I'm gonna retire. Oh my god. Thank you all so much for sticking around, watching this incredible race. Thank you to both racers, Pebble and D&J. Everyone, please give them a round of applause. Follow their Twitch channel to see them grind these categories even more. You can see that they're talented. You can see that they're hungry. Oof. Thank you to IQ Unlimited for restreaming. Thank you to Earthbound Super Series for holding what an incredible race. Thank you to the Discord that everyone should join to get in on this. Get in on this. Learn this run. Do this run. Join the next Super Series. There's a lot of stuff happening here. If your games don't make you feel like I feel right now watching this, you need a new game, and that game's Earthbound. I should re-race it. Best 2 out of 3 starting right now. I'm not a judge, y'all. I can't make these decisions. I'm just a guy. I'm gonna let the powers that be decide how this gets proven out. But based on just the information on this screen, it looks like DJ's taking it. I think we're gonna be doing some review to check to make sure because it's so tight. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go take a cold shower, y'all. I'm overheated. I hit my boiling point about 12 minutes ago. I think we're waiting a quick verdict from IQ. Potentially. Never mind, we're waiting a quick verdict from someone else. Looks like D&J's cool with the just start over plan. Everyone load in, another hour, let's go. The heck? It's a triathlon now? They run Ancient Cave and then Scramble? My goodness. There's only one way to determine the winner. Both runners have to do a 1 in 128 race. Collect every 1 in 128 chance drop item. See you in 3 days. I will not be compensating for it. Dangerous time is accurate. They started timer same frame and ended right as the audio started. Some Jeopardy music in here? You don't want to hear the sweet dulcet tones of the 3 theme? Pre saving it? Well, folks, it seems like the only way you're going to find out the true results of this race is by joining the Discord, which you can do. Join the Discord. Check out the Earthbound Super Series channels. Maybe submit your own time. Huh? Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe you'll pick up this game if you don't play it already. Pretty neat. That one sneeze cost you the race? Don't say things like this. That would haunt me. No, don't do it. Don't do it. The frame by frame instant replay. Again, I'm gonna pass that to the powers that be. I don't think I have the technical know-how to be able to do that kind of thing. Maybe not have found the Jeopardy theme, but in the Earthbound sound fun. Hey, that's a fantastic way to get muted. Hey, what's race time say? That's a good question. See if I can peep. Uh, Race time is inaccurate because the runners pressed it after they finished. You get a replay from different vantage points. You need a Zapruder film for this photo finish. With a photo finish 0.6 seconds apart. Trying to do some quick magnification lens looking. See which runner, if they both finished on the same frame, on the frame that they said they finished on, and which runner is actually the winner. Currently, we have D&J as the winner. However, a little bit more scrutiny. Think for the math to hatch. Yeah, let's go back to talking about home 100%. Play it like Boogie. Play home 100% like Boogie. But spend most of the time in Happy Happy Village. You're losing me. I'm being unsold on this run actively as we speak. They're plenty of strats. Okay, all right, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. The VODs in the admin channel. Wow, we're doing a full analysis of this, y'all. It's that close. It is that close. We would complain and demand recounts in the Earthbound Discord, which you can join. There's a link in something. You can join. Come talk to us about Earthbound. Come talk to us about the merits and demerits of checking videos. Thank you for the Discord link. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Perhaps while you're there, also run the game. Just speed run the game a little bit. Just think about it. Come for the complaining and demanding recounts. Stay for the RPG speedruns. That's how they got me. I was just wandering down the street. I saw one of those glass jars filled with jelly beans that said, "How many in here?" I said 43. Didn't win. Immediately went to the Discord. Right away. Right away. Told everyone about it. They called me Jelly Bean Kid for years. And then I decided to also run the game. I thought maybe while I'm there, you know. Admin's busy poring over the chads. You can really tell the average age of the fan base of this game with some of these jokes. It's the type, folks. I think I'm not aware. I'm not in the admin channel. I'm just a guy. But again, I think that they are currently peeping at the frames that both runners finished to get an actual photo finish of who won this run. We have cursors on the screen. We have a cursor on the screen. It's gone. We're watching the VOD in real time. Both winners had a great race. Whatever the outcome, Norak will offer a Taco Bell meal to the loser. Very kind of you. Most stressed I've ever been by an Earthbound run, including your own. I think the same for me. For the tunnel. How did this happen? DJ loaded a practice save? Never mind, they're just doing practice. They're just doing practice. Impressed with how both runners are evenly synced up in the demo, and then finally realized one rated the other. We're anxiously awaiting. We're outside of town hall right now. We're anxiously awaiting the news of who becomes the mayor of Boogieville. That's what round two is. That's what round two is all about. Becoming the mayor. All the way up to president. President's when you win. You get a mayor, representative, state senator, straight up to president. Looking for third party verification, but looks like D&J has it. Folks, we want to make sure. We got to make sure. If it's down to the millisecond, we got to make sure it's down to the millisecond. That's how tight these races are going to be in this final bracket for the Earthbound Super Series. We need to know. D&J just casually doing 3 tunnel. The bane of all my runs lately. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll go for that stairs skip. Go past the little barf. Ooh, they got the green swirl. I still haven't figured that strat out. I know, like it's pretty obvious what to do. I just haven't been able to do it. One of those situations.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is your voice of your lovely friend IQ. It looks like we've got a winner declared by 3 unanimous votes, and it is going to go to G&J by about 0.6 seconds, indeed. Looks correct and accurate. So there you go. There's the winner.
There's the winner. Thank you for the clarification. GG's to both runners. Prediction going out for DNJ. They will be advancing in the final bracket. Yes, thank you to the admins for taking a closer look. Awesome being a great sport. Thank you to G&J. Thank you to Possum. Thank you to both of you for a great race. Incredible race. I'm going to remember this one. I'll let you all figure out the Taco Bell meals. Thank me for comms. Oh, no, thank IQ for restreaming. Very, very kind of them. That's it, y'all. We have more races coming up. None today, I don't think. I'm gonna check real quick, but like 4 quads tomorrow. I think Sarah and Chef is tomorrow. Des and Iconic is tomorrow. Octo and Razmu is like really, 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 really early. uh, on Sunday. That's gonna be fun. And Tracy and Sharpless. Tracy and Sharpless is happening tomorrow as well. So no quads, but like rapid fire. Yeah, like back to back all day races tomorrow for Earthbound Super Series. Make sure to catch your favorite racers in their brackets. Wish them on good luck. Be here or be square or something. Be here and be square. And I'm out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.
All right, thank you for your awesome commentary. Very appreciated.